Episode 60. The woman at the very front was around 31 or 32 with a refined and elegant appearance. An air of scholarly grace lingered between her brows, suggesting she must have been quite the talented young lady in her youth. Han Li gave a slight, internal nod, then shifted his gaze to the young woman in the middle, who appeared to be in her early 20s. The moment Han Li saw her face clearly, his mind went blank. He was instantly captivated, utterly lost in her dazzling beauty. She was far too alluring and captivating, even more stunning than Mo Yuzhu, whom Han Li had seen earlier that day, and that coquettish, mature charm of a young married woman was something Mo Yuzhu simply couldn't possess. If there truly were fox spirits in this world, Han Li was absolutely certain this woman was one of them. Just as Han Li was feeling dazed and confused, a surge of cool energy suddenly erupted from his dantian. It raced along his meridians, circled the back of his head, and jolted him back to full awareness. Han Li, now clear-headed, was shocked. He dared not look at the woman again and hastily lowered his head to avoid her gaze.
This woman is a walking calamity, a beauty that could topple kingdoms. She can make anyone who lays eyes on her lose their mind. Is it the sheer, otherworldly magic of her looks, or does she possess some bewitching art?
When the young woman saw Han Li look at her, he had only been briefly captivated before quickly regaining his clarity and actively averting his gaze. A trace of surprise flashed in her eyes. Han Li silently activated his eternal spring arts to steady his mind. Only then did he dare to look up, skip past this woman, and continue examining the next young matron. The last woman to enter was in her mid-20s, with delicate, pleasing features. Yet, her face was a mask of frost that made one hesitate to approach. She fixed Han Li with a direct, icy stare the moment she stepped inside, her gaze sharp and glinting. She was a master of profound internal strength. As soon as Yan Shi saw the group enter, she rose from her seat and gave them a light, respectful bow.
Second sister, third sister, and fifth sister is here too.
Fourth sister, you're being too formal. We're all family here. There's no need for such politeness.
I wouldn't dare. Please, elder sisters, take the seats of honor.
Yan Shi smiled faintly and immediately gave up her own seat, letting the leading matron take it. She herself then sat down next to the glamorous young woman, while the coldly beautiful woman addressed as fifth sister silently took the seat opposite Yan Shi. Following the women inside, Mo Kaihuan very obediently closed the door. Her bright, sparkling eyes, however, darted about restlessly, as if she were thinking of something.
This young man is the messenger. According to the letter, he is the closed-door disciple my husband spoke of. Han Li, this is your second mistress. Come and pay your respects.
Respectful greetings, second mistress.
Rise, child. Since you are my husband's beloved disciple, there's no need for such formality.
This is your third martial mother and your fifth martial mother.
Greetings, third mistress, fifth mistress.
Han Li looked at the young woman who didn't seem much older than himself. After a moment's hesitation, he still bowed respectfully. Yan Shi noticed the flicker of doubt on Han Li's face and gave a slight smile.
Your third martial mother has mastered the art of preserving her youth. She may look to be in her 20s, but she's actually around the same age as your second martial mother.
Just as I suspected. My third martial mother must be practicing some special secret art. Otherwise, her beauty alone wouldn't have been enough to make me lose my head like that, completely unable to control myself.
Second sister, this is a letter in our husband's own hand. Please take a look.
Yan Shi passed the letter from Han Li to second mistress Li. After she had read it, the letter was then passed on to the other two women. After the final coldly beautiful young woman had finished reading the letter, the several ladies in the room fell into a heavy silence. Even the seemingly most frivolous and alluring young woman, Madame Lu, now wore a grave expression, all traces of her earlier sharpness and seductive charm completely gone. Han Li's heart grew uneasy. She had no idea what major news the letter had revealed to the women to make them all so somber. On the surface, however, Han Li's expression remained unchanged, and she continued to stand with her side to them. This, in fact, made the women feel she was steady and reliable, with the bearing of a true commander.
Han Li, your master's letter has left us all deeply shaken. We need to discuss this thoroughly. You've come a long way and must be tired. Rest here at the Mo estate tonight. We'll summon you for questioning tomorrow.
Respectful. Yes, I will comply.
Huaner, take senior brother Han to the rear residence and find him a clean guest room. Let your senior brother get some proper rest.
I understand, senior brother Han. Follow me.
Mo Kai Huan blinked a few times, her nose wrinkling slightly in displeasure. But then, after a moment's thought, she agreed with a bright smile.
Don't you dare cause trouble for your senior brother, or you'll face the family discipline.
Oh, all right, I get it.
Han Li gave Mo Kai Huan a strange look, beginning to think the girl wasn't quite so clever and cute after all. Mo Kai Huan trudged out the door, listless and dejected, while Han Li followed behind her, his expression unchanged. It was only after Han Li had been gone for quite some time that Yan Shi's grave voice finally sounded from within the room.
Fifth sister, please check the perimeter. See if that kid has really left.
The cold and beautiful Wang sister said nothing in reply. She walked out of the room and vanished into the darkness.
Fourth sister, you're giving that kid way too much credit. What makes you think he's that capable?
Third sister, I'm afraid you've misjudged him. The disciple our husband took is anything but ordinary. Consider that our Mo estate is already heavily guarded, and this pavilion where I handle our most sensitive affairs is even more so. There are no fewer than 20 or 30 hidden sentries and guards in the vicinity. And yet he still managed to sneak in here. Do you really think an ordinary expert could pull that off?
It seems that young Han fellow really does have some skill. I have to admit, his mental fortitude is far stronger than that imposter from before. I remember that young Master Wu. After seeing me just once, he was so bewitched by my heavenly fox art that it took him a whole day to snap out of it. But this Han fellow, he was only dazed for a moment at the start, and then snapped right out of it. That shows his mental fortitude is extraordinary. He's definitely not someone to be trifled with.
The words hung in the air, and the room fell into a heavy silence, each person lost in their own thoughts. After a moment, Lady Yan gave a bitter smile and was the first to break the silence.
Someone this formidable. It's impossible to say if he'll be a blessing or a curse for our Mo estate.
Let's just take out the secret letter and have a look. I've already checked the perimeter myself. There's no one within 200 meters, and I've doubled the guard posts.
You all surely remember what my husband said before he left. If the letters he sends back are straightforward, it means he's safe and sound, and we can rest easy. But if the letter he sends back contains a hidden message, then it's almost certain to be bad news, and we must prepare ourselves.
As for this letter, we all saw it. The letter clearly indicates there is a hidden message. Whether it's good news or bad, it's something we'll have to face sooner or later. So let's just take it out and read it.
All right.
Yan Shi hesitated no longer. She lightly picked up a teacup from a nearby table, unscrewed the lid of its water pot, and poured half a cup of cold water. Then, she gently twisted the dragon-shaped ring on her finger a few times. The ring split in two, revealing a hidden layer of white powder inside. She carefully poured the powder into the teacup, then cast her gaze toward the other women. Under Madame Yan's watchful gaze, second Madame Li was the first to rise to her feet. She glided to the table and raised a hand slightly, revealing an identical ring on her own fair finger. Li Shi took the powder from her ring and poured it into the teacup as well, though hers was red. Then, the third and fifth madams each followed suit in turn. They too possessed dragon-shaped rings, from which they retrieved hidden powders, one yellow, the other black. Once Lady Yan and all the others had completed their respective tasks, she picked up the teacup and gave it a gentle shake. As she gave it a gentle swirl, the multicolored liquid inside the cup turned perfectly clear.
The revealing water is ready. Second sister, you're the most dexterous. It would be best if you handled the task of applying the solution to the letter.
Li Shi listened to Yan Shi's words, gave a slight smile, and without declining, took the medicine and the letter, then lowered her head to work. For the next while, aside from Li Shi applying the medicinal solution to the letter, the others remained silent. The atmosphere in the room grew increasingly tense.
All done. The letter's been coded. Now, fifth sister, if you'd be so kind, use your internal energy to dry it off.
Li straightened up, wiped the sweat from her brow, and said to fifth madam with a smile. The cold, beautiful young woman nodded and deftly took the already sodden letter. Then, with her other hand, she channeled a bit of energy. In moments, the letter was bone dry. The black ink completely vanished, revealing faint red characters in its place. This was the secret letter Dr. Mo had gone to such lengths to have Han Li deliver to his wife and daughter. Han Li had no idea what had transpired in the room after he left. Right now, he was completely vexed by the little imp in front of him. This third Miss Mo had the audacity to demand a so-called senior brother's greeting gift from him right there in the middle of the road.
What kind of gift are you looking for, junior sister?
Oh, jewelry, trinkets, anything fun or interesting will do. I'm not that picky. Well, if all else fails, giving me 7,000 or 8,000 taels of silver would be passable, I suppose. I'll let you off the hook.
Hearing this, Han Li nearly stumbled and fell.
7,000 or 8,000 taels of silver? That's a truly outrageous demand. Even if I scraped together every last coin I have, it wouldn't be that much. And even if I did have it, there's no way I'd actually give it to her. She really does take me for a sucker.
Han Li thought this to himself. His expression didn't change, but the look he gave the girl carried just that hint of meaning.